Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Potential is there for strong and severe thunderstorms overnight into your Tuesday. I'll break down the threat just ahead.
Coming up, we'll tell you what emergency management officials want to emphasize when it comes to severe weather preparedness.
A Lexington business is damaged after a bizarre overnight break-in. Police say the suspect got in through the roof. WKYT News at 4:30 starts now.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. We are tracking the potential for strong and severe storms as we head into the overnight hours tonight and into tomorrow.
So today has been declared a first alert severe weather day. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking the storm threat for us on the First Alert Defender.
Yeah, guys, that threat over the next several hours is across the western part of Kentucky. So let's go about our Monday evening plans. We should be in A-OK shape. It's the deeper we get into the overnight, especially after midnight into early tomorrow, we're going to see this squall line working into parts of central and eastern Kentucky. We'll also keep a very close eye on a few storms trying to pop well out ahead of that line. Severe thunderstorm warnings are out for far western Kentucky. A couple of tornado warnings buffeting those severe thunderstorm warnings. One across southern Illinois, one across parts of western Tennessee. That whole line slowly but surely taking aim at central and eastern Kentucky. But again, it's several hours away. Live First Alert Defender really verifies that with nothing going on across central and eastern Kentucky outside of a stray thunderstorm or two going up. We should be okay for most of the evening hours. Flood watch is in effect. It's a flash flood watch, actually, for overnight through the day on Tuesday. These storms will put down a whole lot of rain as they work their way on into town. Flooding, primarily the #1 threat. Second to that would be wind. We'll also have to keep an eye on the hail and an isolated tornado threat with that line as it works into town as we go into very late tonight and again for the day tomorrow. Between now and then, we're okay for the next several hours, so let's not cancel any plans or be too concerned between now and, let's say, 10, 11 o'clock or so. It's once we get after midnight, guys, that line of thunderstorms will work its way on into town. We'll show you the latest hour-by-hour forecast and time that line out in just a minute.
Thank you, Chris. And when it comes to severe weather, the best way to protect yourself and your family is to be prepared ahead of time.
WKYT's Mike Linden talked with emergency management officials who say being prepared can save your life. It's our top story for you at 4:30.
With strong, possibly even severe weather set to once again impact Kentucky, emergency management officials want to emphasize listening to outdoor alert sirens as well as owning a weather radio. During a severe thunderstorm or tornado warning, 27 outdoor sirens throughout Lexington are used to alert people who are outside about impending severe weather. Officials say the sirens are meant for people already outside, such as at parks or golf courses.
If you are indoors and hear a siren go off, the best thing for you to do is not try to understand what it's saying, but to turn your television or radio on and get the latest that way.
Rather than putting yourself at risk outdoors, a NOAA weather radio can alert you about impending weather from inside your home. Meteorologist Chris Bailey says owning a weather radio is a must for anyone in Kentucky.
Well, here in Kentucky, our severe weather, our tornadoes especially, are very brief tornado touchdowns. They spin up very quickly. The more advanced warning that you get, the better the chances that you're going to be able to seek safe shelter and potentially survive any tornadoes, flash flooding, severe thunderstorm winds, or whatever.
A NOAA weather radio can be purchased at most hardware stores and supermarkets for right around $30. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
And for more information about the outdoor siren system in place here in Lexington, you can go to our website, WKYT.com.
Students were evacuated from a southern Kentucky high school after reports of a bomb threat. Authorities notified Rockcastle County High School of a credible threat shortly after classes began this morning. According to the school's Facebook page, students were taken to the middle school where they stayed until after lunch. A bomb dog searched the building but did not find anything. The search continues this afternoon for the person who broke into a Lexington restaurant overnight. Police say the burglar got into Logan's Roadhouse on South Broadway by climbing through an air vent in the roof. Once inside, the robber damaged the safe and took money out before breaking out the back door. The K-9 unit was brought in to look for him but could not track the scent very far. Investigators are hoping surveillance video will help them track down the man who held up a Lexington gas station overnight. Happened just after 5 o'clock this morning at the Shell on Richmond Road near Manowar Boulevard. Police say the robber's face was covered when he went into the store, implied he had a weapon and demanded money. He got away with about $300. The candidates in Kentucky's closely watched U.S. Senate race will face off in a televised debate tonight for the first and only time before next month's general election. Republican Senator Mitch McConnell and his Democratic challenger Allison Lundergan Grimes will go head-to-head on KET tonight at 8 o'clock. Sam Youngman, political reporter for the Lexington Herald-Leader, sat down with us to talk about recent political ads and their impact on voters. Youngman says the race is up to $70 million in spending, and most of that money is going to ads.
They're hoping that one of these messages will stick, that one of these messages will be the one that takes that voter who's undecided, who's sitting on the fence, and brings them into their camp.
Amber's at the live desk with our investigative reporter Miranda Combs with more on this story that she's working on for tonight at 6 o'clock. Amber?
Sam, thank you. Boy, these ads, they just keep coming at you. So this Herald-Leader reporter talking to us, is this typical on the airwaves, what we're seeing this much?
He says yes, Amber. He says it's all about reacting plus trying to get their own messages out. So when you put those two together, you've got full commercial breaks at this point.
So sometimes we see so many during maybe even an hour. What about the credibility of these ads?
Well, you know, he calls it debatable accuracy. And he says moving forward, you're going to see more and more of these negative ads, because he said the dirty little secret is those are the ads that work, unfortunately, for a lot of viewers watching. But tonight he will talk about the skeet shooting ad that's gotten a lot of attention out of the Grimes camp, and a couple of other ads that have come out of both camps that have stolen a lot of the spotlight here lately. So he's got some interesting takes on them.
So is there a point when maybe these ads turn off the viewers and become negative to folks?
This Herald-Leader reporter says there's got to be. Yes, at some point they do start to turn people off, but are they going to stop? No, not for another few weeks.
All right, and they're going to keep coming, that's for sure. And we're going to see more of this story tonight coming up at 6. Miranda, thank you.
Hundreds of thousands of people expected at a birthday party in Louisville this week. The Belle of Louisville is marking a major milestone, 100 years of cruising the Ohio River. Cruises, riverboat races, parades, fireworks, and a balloon glow will mark the occasion. The Louisville Convention and Visitors Bureau expects the event to bring in as many as 300,000 people, creating an economic impact of $6 million. The celebration starts tomorrow and lasts through Sunday. A movie based on the life of a Southern Kentucky football player will be seen nationwide.
But first, it will premiere right here in Kentucky. Our Deanne Stevens is out and about at the Kentucky Theater with more on 23 Blast. Hi, Deanne.
Good afternoon from the Kentucky Theater. That's right, guys. October 23rd. Put it on your calendar right now. The premiere of 23 Blast, an inspiring story of a young man named Travis Freeman from Corbin, Kentucky. Judy Taylor is with us. And Judy, you've just taken the ball on this one and run with it.
Well, it's been lots of fun. I'm not a football player, but I have been able to pick this one up and run a bit with it. So.
Travis Freeman was a football player, and I understand he is still in Eastern Kentucky teaching there. Tell folks about his story.
He was blinded during middle school by a virus, and I think it killed his optic nerve. So within 24 hours, this star athlete was blind, and he still wanted to play football. And that's what this story's about his efforts to play football.
They shot this in Corbin.
They did.
The premiere is here in Lexington, going to happen on October 23rd. Part of the proceeds, I should say, going to VIPS. You have a personal reason. Tell folks about it.
And I have a grandson who's severely disabled, and one of his issues is that he's legally blind. His name is Samuel. And he's the light of our lives, obviously. Sure. And funnily enough, his older brother plays the center position, which is what Travis played. He plays football, and that's what he plays. But Samuel receives services from VIPS. And so, to me, this was such a natural tie-in, because some of these children are so desperately in need of these services.
Absolutely. So what you should know, as we mentioned, all of the proceeds from 23 Blast, the premiere happening here in Lexington, October 23rd, will go to VIPS, the program Visually Impaired Preschool Services. Terry DeLuca is with us. Terry, this is a win-win for everyone.
It is. Our children, just like Samuel, are going to benefit from the proceeds, because we'll be able to do so much more programming, and for the children to be able to have more than what they've ever had before, Deanne. You know, Helen Keller once said that nothing worse than being blind, but being blind with no vision. And Travis had such a vision to go on and accept the challenges in his life and being the center on the quarterback. And people don't realize the year that he was center on that team, he took the team to the semifinals of the state tournament that year. I mean, can you imagine? Oh my gosh. So we want for all the Travises in the state to be their center of their world.
Truly an inspirational story. We want to inspire you right now to get your tickets. You can do that by going to the VIP's website. Get your tickets now because it will be a sold-out event. There's all kinds of VIP receptions and things going on with that as well. Happening here at the Kentucky Theater on October 23rd. 23 Blast. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Want to see a movie? Go see that one right
Inspirational.
there. Idina Menzel gets into the holiday spirit, and Neil Patrick Harris is telling his story.
Suzanne Marquez has today Eye on Entertainment report.
Neil Patrick Harris is telling his life story in his own way. The memoir, called Choose Your Own Autobiography, has some unique extras, including recipes, magic tricks, and embarrassing childhood pictures. Known for his roles in the TV hits Doogie Howser, MD, and How I Met Your Mother, Harris says he shares intimate details about life as a gay man, husband, and father. The autobiography goes on sale tomorrow. Jason Schwartzman teams up with Mad Men's Elizabeth Moss in the dark comedy Listen Up, Philip. Schwartzman plays an angry author with high expectations and no filters.
I can't breathe here, and you seem to resent my presence.
Well, you're a cruel, miserable person.
Schwartzman enjoyed the role.
It was fun to play because, as I say, rarely in one's life do you really just get to attack people and not have it really hurt anyone's feelings.
Listen Up, Philip opens in limited release this Friday. And Idina Menzel is getting into the holiday spirit. Her new album, Holiday Wishes, comes out tomorrow. Among the songs on the album, a duet with Michael Bublé of Baby It's Cold Outside. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Hollywood.
It's another record-breaking year for singer-songwriter Taylor Swift. The Grammy winner has been named Billboard's 2014 Woman of the Year. The honor is given to a woman who has shaped and inspired the music industry during the past 12 months. She'll receive the honor during a ceremony in December. Swift is the first artist to be awarded the title twice. She was also named Woman of the Year in 2011. Her next album, 1989, will hit store shelves on October 27th.
Another Real Housewives couple is headed to divorce court. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Phaedra Parks is ditching her husband Apollo Nita. According to a Parks representative, the mother of two has retained an attorney to end her marriage. Last month, Nita was sentenced to 8 years in a minimum security federal prison right here in Lexington for fraud. Nita was convicted for stealing millions from at least 50 people. The pair joined the hit Bravo series in 2010. Their troubled marriage is expected to be a big part of the show's upcoming 7th season.
Gone Girl holding on to that top spot at the box office for the second week. The thriller about a marriage gone wrong brought in close to $27 million. Dracula Untold trailed close behind. It drank up about $24 million for its opening week. And Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day rounded out the top three. The children's book adaptation made $19 million.
Some crawly Halloween treats, bad reviews on purpose, and an unusual sport is gaining popularity. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Just in time for Halloween, some creepy crawly treats were dished out in Insectarium this weekend. The 23,000 square foot facility in New Orleans is known for its Bug Cafe, full of six-legged treats. Now, this weekend they served up special chocolate versions in addition to their usual fare. The menu includes crickets and wax worms for dipping in a chocolate fondue fountain, and fudge infused with crickets and marshmallows. I love chocolate, so if you didn't tell me what was inside it, I would probably eat it.
I'm going to say no thank you.
I wouldn't know.
A small Italian restaurant is fed up with the online review site Yelp. Instead of trying to get better reviews, the restaurant owners decided to take a different approach, get terrible ones. The campaign helped Bottled Bistro get just 1 out of 5 stars. More than 1,000 reviewers left hundreds of tongue-in-cheek reviews downing the California eatery. The chef says it's boosted their business.
And it's not an Olympic sport just yet, but it's gaining a lot of followers, the wife carrying competition. About 50 couples competed in the North American Championship this weekend. I kid you not, men had to carry their women over log hurdles, sand traps, and a Widowmaker water hazard. The winning couple, Jesse and Christina, taking home her weight in beer and 5 times her weight in cash, which is about $500. They are now qualified for the World Championship next summer in Finland. This has trouble written all over it. Maybe they should have a husband carrying competition.
You know,
too.
we both like to compete like nobody's business, but I'd like to not do that.
Nope, not going to happen.